White America's wake-up call. Today's date is November 25, 2025. What we think is really not what is happening. Everything after Christ is connected to the Bible. What we face is what Jesus himself faced. You see, it all started with the Romans, and after that, Christopher Columbus, Hitler, and Trump is all the same people, different masks. It is labeled as politicians, but is just a label. They are actually the Romans. We are on earth to fight a spiritual war. Many say we will repeat this until we get it. Labels are used to divide us. We will know them by their fruits. Nothing that comes from God starves humanity or kills or enjoys hate and division. Just listen to the story I wrote. Here we go. Listen to me, you guys. Can we just take a second to laugh at how white America is finally starting to backpedal away from the orange tyrant, like he's some kind of radioactive curse sent to screw over their entire race. And honestly, it's about damn time they woke up and smelled the bullshit they've been swimming in for years. I mean, come on, these folks who thought he was their golden ticket to whatever twisted version of greatness they had in mind are now whispering in corners, distancing themselves faster than you can say, "I never really supported him that much anyway." And it's hilarious to watch, because where the hell were you when he was spewing his nonsense and dragging everyone down with him? You see, this is exactly what happens when you stop thinking for your damn self and just swallow whatever crap gets fed to you on a silver platter wrapped in red hats and fake patriotism. And don't even get me started on how many of these idiots probably haven't cracked open a Bible in their lives, except to thump it at someone else, while ignoring every word inside it that calls out phonies like him. Look, the orange tyrant isn't just some bumbling politician who stumbled into power by accident. No way. He's straight up an angel working hand in hand with the darkness, the kind of sneaky bastard who thrives on confusion and chaos. And if you actually bothered to read your Bible, instead of using it as a prop for your hate rallies, you'd see him described right there as the false prophet. The one who struts around claiming he's sent by God, when really he's just a demon in a cheap suit peddling lies that rot your soul from the inside out. Ha! Can you imagine that? This guy waltzing in like he's the second coming, fooling millions into thinking he's their savior when all he's doing is stirring up division and hatred. And now his own so-called base is turning on him because they're finally realizing he's not lifting them up. He's cursing them, punishing them for their blind stupidity, and it's like watching a bad horror movie where the victims invite the monster in for dinner. And let's be real here, in God's eyes, there are no stupid labels like white or black or whatever other crap people use to separate themselves, because we're all just humans fumbling through this mess called life. So why the hell would God send some orange-faced clown to punish one group over another when that's not how divine justice works at all? If anything, he throws us these harsh lessons to slap us awake and say, "Hey, dummies, stop being deceived and start using the brains I gave you." But seriously, folks, we're not even dealing with regular politicians here. We never have been. This whole game is a spiritual war playing out on earth. And if you keep letting yourself get suckered by these con artists who wrap their evil in flags and Bible verses, you're just volunteering to be cannon fodder in a battle you don't even understand. I mean, wake the hell up already. Stop scrolling through your echo chambers and actually think about how the orange tyrant has been playing you like a fiddle, convincing you that he's fighting for you when all he's done is line his pockets, spread confusion like it's confetti at a parade from hell, and leave a trail of broken promises and ruined lives in his wake. And now, white America, you're finally seeing the curse for what it is. This self-inflicted punishment because you hitched your wagon to a demon who promised the moon but delivered nothing but darkness and division. And it's pathetic how long it took for the scales to fall from your eyes. But hey, better late than never, right? Or maybe not, because the damage is done, and now you're scrambling to distance yourselves, pretending like you weren't cheering him on every step of the way, and I can't help but roast you for it, because damn, the hypocrisy is thicker than his spray tan. You know what gets me the most? It's how these MAGA folks still defend him like he's some misunderstood genius when the Bible literally warns about guys like this, false prophets who come in sheep's clothing but are wolves inside, tearing apart everything good and holy. And the orange tyrant fits that bill to a T, confusing the masses with his rants and raves, making people fight each other over nonsense while he laughs all the way to the bank or whatever golf course he's hiding out on. And don't tell me it's all politics, because it's not. It's spiritual warfare, plain and simple, where the forces of darkness use tools like him to deceive and divide. And if you're not arming yourself with real truth and critical thinking, you're just another pawn getting moved around the board until you're sacrificed for nothing. God doesn't punish races or groups. He doesn't play favorites with skin colors or borders because that's human bullshit we made up to feel superior. Instead, he sends lessons, tough ones sometimes, to shake us out of our complacency and make us see the light before it's too late. But oh no. Too many of you ignored that and bowed down to this angel of confusion, letting him whisper sweet nothings about walls and enemies while he eroded your souls. I tell you what, it's almost funny if it wasn't so damn sad, watching white America now act like they've been cursed by their own creation, this monster they built up and worshipped, and now they're running scared because the curse is boomeranging right back at them. Punishing their blindness and their refusal to read between the lines, or hell, read anything at all that isn't a tweet from his bloated fingers. And the Bible couldn't be clearer. False prophets will rise, claiming to speak for God but serving the devil, spreading confusion and leading the flock astray, and boom, there he is, the orange tyrant in all his glory or lack thereof, a demon masquerading as a leader, and you fell for it hook, line, and sinker. But hey, no judgments here. Wait, who am I kidding? Of course I'm judging. Because it's ridiculous how easily deceived people can be when they don't think for themselves, when they skip the Bible's warnings and just follow the loudest voice in the room. Even if that voice is spewing venom and lies that poison everything it touches. Spiritual war, people, that's what we're in, not some petty election cycle or policy debate. It's a battle for your mind and soul. And the orange tyrant is one of the enemy's best weapons, an angel of darkness dressed up as light, confusing the hell out of everyone until they can't tell up from down, right from wrong. And now his curse is evident, punishing those who elevated him by showing them the mirror of their own folly. God gives lessons, not punishments based on race, because again, no labels in his eyes. We're all equal in our stupidity sometimes, and this is your wake-up call to stop the deception. To fight back with truth and clarity instead of blind allegiance to a false prophet who's nothing but a demon in disguise. White folks love their heroes until the blood shows. Listen up, because I'm only saying this once and I'm saying it loud. Every time somebody tries to throw the Romans, Christopher Columbus, and Hitler into the same damn conversation like they're just different flavors of tough leaders who got shit done, I want to scream so hard the windows crack, because are you people actually brain dead, or do you just enjoy pissing on the graves of millions while pretending it's some deep historical hot take? It's the same tired playbook white America pulls out every single time one of their precious icons starts looking a little too bloody under the spotlight. They rush in with the Romans did it too, and Columbus was a product of his time. And suddenly, Hitler gets dragged in as the ultimate trump card to make everybody else look reasonable by comparison. Give me a fucking break. Let's start with the Romans, because y'all love jerking off to marble statues and aqueducts every chance you get. Yeah, they built pretty roads. Yeah, they gave us legal systems we still use. Yeah, they engineered half the ancient world into something that lasted 2,000 years. But don't sit there acting like that makes the millions they enslaved, the cities they burned to the ground, the cultures they erased, or the crucifixions they turned into weekend entertainment any less savage. They were brilliant, ruthless, efficient monsters who wrote the manual on how to conquer and civilize at the same time, and they never pretended to be nice about it. They just did it and called it destiny. No fake tears, no bullshit excuses, just straight empire. Then you got Christopher Columbus, this overrated, lost-ass sailor who couldn't even navigate his way out of a paper bag without stumbling into an entire hemisphere he didn't know existed. And somehow he's still got holidays and statues, because white people love a good origin story that doesn't make them look like the villains they actually were. This man rolled up thinking he hit Asia, immediately started enslaving natives, shipping them back like cargo, kicking off centuries of rape, disease, and land theft that wiped out 90% of the population. And you still got cousins on Facebook swearing he was brave and visionary. Brave my ass. He was a greedy, incompetent thug who lucked into genocide and wrote home about how easy the people were to enslave because they didn't even have weapons. Tell me again how that's the same as building the Colosseum, I dare you. And then, because the conversation always has to go there, somebody whispers Hitler like it's the mic drop that shuts everything down. Oh, the Romans killed people, Columbus killed people. So what's the big deal? Everybody did it. No, shut the entire fuck up right now. Hitler didn't conquer for glory. He didn't stumble into atrocities while looking for spices. He woke up every morning with a hard-on for exterminating entire bloodlines off the face of the planet. He turned murder into a factory job, complete with spreadsheets and train schedules and gas billed by the canister. The Romans wanted tribute and obedience. Columbus wanted gold and slaves. Hitler wanted you and everyone who looked like you dead, because of the story he told himself about blood and soil. That's not a historical comparison. That's a different species of evil that doesn't get to sit at the same table, no matter how many edgy Twitter scholars try to cram them together. But here's the part that really makes me laugh until I choke. White America only drags out these three names when somebody points out their current heroes ain't shit either. It's the ultimate deflection move. Oh, you're mad about the orange tyrant. Well, the Romans crucified people, and they gave us law. Columbus started slavery, but look at all the pretty cathedrals. Hitler did the Holocaust, but at least the trains ran on time. See, everybody's bad, so shut up and salute the flag. It's the laziest, most disgusting moral dodge in history, because deep down they know if they actually judged their icons by the same standard they judge everybody else, the whole pantheon comes crashing down, and then who do they have left to worship? The Romans don't get a pass because they built aqueducts any more than Hitler gets a pass because he built autobahns. Columbus doesn't get a statue because he discovered something that was already full of people living their best lives, and none of them get to be lumped together like they're just different chapters in the same great men do great things fairy tale. One built an empire that lasted centuries, one accidentally triggered 500 years of colonial hell, and one tried to erase humanity itself in 12 years flat. Stop pretending that's a cute little historical Venn diagram. It's not. It's a goddamn hierarchy of horror, and only one of them sits alone at the very bottom. So next time somebody tries that, tired but the Romans bullshit to defend whatever fresh monster they're standing today, look them dead in the eye and ask which part they're cool with, the slavery, the genocide, or the gas chambers, because that's what they're really saying when they play that game. And watch them squirm. And to every MAGA snowflake clutching pearls right now screaming, "Whataboutism?" I wasn't talking to your dusty asses anyway, and I damn sure don't need your permission to open my mouth. And to all you MAGA out there, listen up. I wasn't talking to you anyway, and I sure as hell don't need your permission to speak my mind. I just want to thank you all, like, share, and follow to stay connected. I am Santiago del Carmen Maria, the Queen of Crowning Thoughts, because I say it like it is. Copyright 2025, independent writer, Crowning Thoughts truth speaker, AI video content creator, writer, blogger, Santiago DC. Maria. All rights reserved.